full height of 90 feet within 6 weeks.
As an example. So in starting we can see that there's no growth in the bamboo. It just no visible growth, nothing. It can be like us. We might be trying very hard to achieve our goals, but nothing might be happening.
This story about this bamboo tree gave us many lessons. It's not just one. One of the main important lessons is that it's very important to build a foundation.
You are strong, your base is strong, and no one can stop you. You just have to make it strong so that when you work hard and you do something, you will achieve it. So,
because even though the man spent 5 hours sawing that tree down, he wasn't getting anywhere. But if he just like this, was that he was trying so hard to reach it, but he couldn't get there.
That might help you achieve your goal. So it is important to be open-minded, listen to everyone, but
going to do, and you should have good foundation also.
Down advice, just grasp it.
wiser learns from others. So this man was neither wise nor wiser.
Even if you're putting your 100%, you will not achieve success unless you work smart.
Arrogance, you should not be closed-minded, you should be open-minded and think like he's giving you an advice, so you should take it, because leaders take advice and they don't stick to it.
Although he was a king, he still came down to a woodcutter and advised them. So we also, no matter how big or how great we are, we should also be humble enough to offer others advice.
And be prepared first, and like my worthy friend said, think about it before you start doing it.
Do only the last job. He was to give him the last assignment because he did not put the effort. He didn't do it from the heart.
I worked in the same company for 50 years. I think that shows a lot of dedication and commitment, and I guess if we're doing something, we should stick with that for a long period of time and not just quit immediately. Force them to do something else again. You should never do something that your heart is not in. If you're doing something, give it your 100%.
We can consider the house as our lives and us as the carpenter. If we have a will into the work which we are doing, we will be able to enjoy it. And if we don't enjoy what we are doing, it's no use. We should also have a good foundation, because without the foundation, we cannot build the house. We cannot build up our lives. We cannot go ahead.
Persistent and work from your heart. Like make yourself like it. You'll actually excel in doing that thing. That one extra mile that he was building his own house. He didn't make a point. Make a point. That's how you can get you remembered. That's how people can remember you.
Enthusiasm, strength, and hope made the Union possible. This battle for a single and old retired general.
this was a very, very inspiring story. This has given us many things a leader should have. One of the most important things is that the leader, he cares about the people, about his team. People knew him and people believed in him.
Should have the strength, should have the ambition to do what they think is right. You should never let it go. You should always stick to what you believe, and should always have hope and strength.
Think that it's over until it's actually over. If there's a slight way of going ahead and succeeding, we should try it. We should
Realize the impact of one person. Like a strong leader, if he's just there and he genuinely shows that he cares, he can inspire his followers even when they're like
So we lose half the battle.
Burn your boats. What I mean by burn your boats, you have to start something and you have to stick to it.
Be confident, enthusiastic, and always think positive on the battle.
It's about the quality that you do.
If you're positive, you can achieve anything in your life and reach.
You have no criteria, whether you're old or small or black or white, you're still a leader and you should.
To have the courage to take the first step, all of them, and he did what he felt was right. If there are 100 other people telling you that that's wrong,
All the people, they saw that they were losing the war and they just gave up. No matter what the situation is, even if you are pushed against the wall and cornered, you should never give up. You should just have confidence in yourself and push forward.
Leaders should always have an influence on the people through their actions.
Our graduation, and you are the focus of that graduation.
When you say, as an employer, you might not push to the employee till the last, and tell him to deliver at the last minute also. Correlate things. You know what you all guys are doing? You're taking each story in an isolated way. Link it, connect them. And go for the first one, the bamboo. Think about bamboo and correlate that with the leadership at the last. Your correlation. A good foundation of General MacLean was like a bamboo because he had strong foundation, and suddenly out of the blue the entire crowd starts believing him. Why? What was the history of that general? He had a history.
Limping. So the next training, 60% dropped. They said, wow, that's so hard. In 2 weeks' time, only a dozen of students remain. Whatever I do, if I tell them to jump from side to the floor, they will do it. I said, that's the team I want to work with. We participated in 7 and we got 9 awards. And all his answer was, no, I just want to reach there fast. I said, well, I did all of this. That's why it took me longer. But every step was an experience for me. I really enjoyed every step in my way up to the hill.
And that's really important because like you never know how much potential someone really has.
And up, we should always get advice from people we know.
With open hands and always learn something. Keep your mind open.
I just whisper little things in their mind, in their ears, and then they relax and they focus. And all of a sudden,
It affected me a lot because I always used to think like what I would do after school and university and I would become leader in the future. I never thought of the moment right now. And when I came last time and you said the story and it really affected me because now I'm enjoying every moment while reaching there.
absolutely.
Always try your best. Give your all.
That I kind of have a philosophy in life. It's something that I've actually read that says that life is a journey. You're on a train. Most people are obsessed with getting to a station. That's their goal. No one actually enjoys the view, the beauty, the journey itself, and that's what's important. I believe that at the end of the day, when you die, you don't measure your wealth in how much money you actually have. You measure your wealth according to the number of places you've visited, the people you've met, the experiences you've had.
From this is like, as a leader, we should try to inspire people not only by telling them, we should show them the way. We should lead them towards the path. We should not
I believe in the power that comes from a world brought together as one. I believe together we'll fly. I believe in the power of unite. This is the moment we have dreamed of all our lives.
You don't like school. How many of you honestly, has this crossed your mind, what is the point of school? Gang, I have yet to find something in life that occurs, that doesn't occur dualistically. In other words, without the positive, there is always a negative. Without a negative, there's a positive. They occur together, and I haven't found an instance where one doesn't occur with the other. So now, how can you be grateful for something over here called school? Yeah? Can you be grateful for school if you don't see benefits in it? It's just a lot. So what we need to do now is a little exercise, okay, of some benefits of school. Can somebody just 4, 6, 8, 10, about 12 of you, what's the benefit of school?
It provides us with a basic education that would definitely be the foundation of the dream that we're trying to achieve.
Don't go to school and learn them and you won't be able to achieve anything because it gives you everything from everything to experience later. So even though you might not need the subject now, but you might need later in the future with other things, temporarily.
I think school is something that actually makes sure that we spend our time productively. And I think it's something that's pretty prerequisite, so we don't have an option, something you have to do, in today's society at least.
It gives us the knowledge and it improves our skills so that we can reach the dream of us.
Present something, or if you don't like something, is probably because you see negative points. Would you agree that when you think of school, your mind can very quickly download a bunch of negative points? Think of summer, holiday, your mind can download a whole bunch of positive points. Here's the exercise, yeah? You need to be able to see, remember I told you there's this duality in life, right? That you can't get a plus or a minus or a minus or a plus. You can't go to school and get negatives or positives. So the exercise, the challenge for you, yeah, to be able to turn school into fuel for your dream, yeah, and not to be tortured by the infatuation with summer. Because then there's a saying that says, tell me what you brag about and I'll tell you what you lack. Because you can't be a leader in everything, right? But I'm just trying to give you guys an example of when you put your mind to it, you can get 100 in that too. If you want to. You gotta want it though. And so my point is that anything that is in your way, any obstacle that you see, can be transformed by shifting the way you look at it and linking it to your values and finding benefits. How many of you think you can do that? Quick story. Well, these are the things, there's many traits, many characteristics, many parts to leadership. And this is just my perception of it. Not, and when you're down, you just come back up by linking it to your values, right? So this stands for loving what you do. Loving what you do. Not necessarily doing what you love. Because you could be doing what you love. You could be a singer, and you're doing what you love. But at the moment today, you're not loving what you do. You with me? Is that clear? Kind of tongue twister a little bit, but you hope you get the point. Number 2, I know this is a big one for Malia. Excellence. Excellence, to me, is just another way of saying, do your best. Your best. Right? You might not be able to slam dunk. You might not be tall enough. You might not be able to enter into the next, I'm really sorry, but I don't think you have a chance, of entering into the next sumo wrestler competition. It's just, what can I say? Right? So, sorry?
I'm safe.
You're safe. Woohoo! All right?
Oh, yeah.
Any competitors? So I went around this room before you guys came in, I read some of these quotes, and this was on there. Action produces results. Action. Have you guys ever heard this quote? To know the way and not to walk the way is not yet to know the way. That to learn from your mistakes is wise, and to learn from the mistakes of others is wiser. You know, that's all we do when we hang out. You know that, Leah and I. We go from quote to quote. It's not even conversation, really. It's like, did you hear this one and this one and that one? What do you think this stands for? I'm getting predictable now. Okay? Do what you love. I heard a beautiful quote from Dr. John DeMartini, and it goes something like this. It's a long one, okay, so bear with me. Do what you love, and love what you do. And you will magnetically attract the people, the places, the things, the ideas, and the events necessary to fulfill your purpose in life, and you will feel your true worth. And so, can you imagine the kind of person that you could be if you could take everything that happens to you, plus and minus, and be thankful for that? Speaking about mastery, I'd like to just correct you on that one. I am not a master. But I am on the road to mastery, and a master in the making. And I thank you so much for that compliment.